we're live. What's
Yo,
up, bro?
What up, man?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Dad Knows Best podcast. I am your host, Rob Vega, a.k.a. Robberryy, a.k.a. Dad. We got Papa Ham in here.
Papa Ham, Abraham, Ham the Hammer.
Today is the next morning of Mars's birthday episode. And we did we're going to try to do as many episodes as we could yesterday.
Yeah, we only got like 2 though.
We got 2 only because the second one was getting really lit. And I don't think anybody else had experience doing podcasts under the influence except for me and Ivani. We did. Well, I mean, I wasn't planning on it only because I knew it was still in the infant stages of trying to get better at this stuff. Mm-hmm. And I remember he showed up to the second day we were going to podcast. He showed up and he was high as hell. And he said it was just kind of weird how it went down, only because I guess his uncle was kind of like, oh, we're going to do this now or later. And then I started fine, we'll just do it now and see if I could do the podcast. It was a waste, honestly, because we were trying to get into some serious stuff and he was just way too high. Yeah, so it kind of ruined that day. So it's funny because now when he comes, he purposely doesn't smoke.
That's why he was trying to get high after.
Yeah, you hear how he kept on trying to hold it.
No wonder. I was like, why don't we just smoke?
Right.
Now I know.
But see, and I don't think it would have been bad if we smoked during, because we already got a good episode yesterday.
And the vibes were already up, so.
Yeah, I mean, I would have been down, you know what I mean? But I think he knows he gets stuck. But well, it was funny because when we did that episode and he was high, he was contradicting himself all over the place.
I feel I would do that more if I was drunk, though.
Right.
I feel like I would be way more
Well, at the same time, I mean, I don't know what would have happened if we were crossfaded. I really don't know how it would have went. I was barely hanging on when we were drunk on the second one. I was like getting into it, but
talking shit.
Yeah, I mean,
me too. I was like, this. I'm like, yo, what's up? like a radio DJ.
Yeah, we were all getting into it. You know what I mean? And it was funny, man. It was super fun, honestly, because it was cool just chopping it up with everybody, though. Chopping it up with all the homies and just talking about stuff and actually doing something that we know that people are going to watch and hopefully people can learn from. It's funny, knowing that you're doing something productive feels good, and then having fun with it with your friends
is even better.
Yeah, it was a different vibe, and I'm like, man, I can't, it was a trip, because I remember when I was younger, there were certain things that I had to do, and I honestly would remember, and I would try to savor it. It was kind of a weird thing that I always used to do, but for example, your confirmation. You know what I mean? I don't know if you did that.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't think I did that one, but
okay, yeah. So for your confirmation for church, where I lived in Lake Elsinore, it was funny because everybody I went to elementary school with, middle school with, and high school. Time. Yeah, so even kids that I haven't seen in a while because they were in high school or in different schools, we went to the same church, and we were just I mean, I know it's not good, but we were kind of bullshitting, having fun, and it was actually kind of cool to just hang out, and then we'd go on to some retreats, and we'd go to the snow and do some different things, and that would only last for a couple months, it only takes a couple weeks or something to do your confirmation, and I would literally be I'm about to graduate, or how old were we? 15 or something, actually?
Yeah, it's 15 years old.
Yeah. And I was we were about to graduate the confirmation thing, and I'm like, dude, I'm probably never going to hang out with these dudes after this. I'm never going to hang out with these people again. And it's who knows when we're ever going to be brought together again or something And it was weird, not in a really super sad way, but only in a way man, this is real. It's kind of your last high school game of something, football players, soccer players, or whatever. This might be the last time you ever play soccer, and when you're in your senior year, you know what I mean? Unless you go to college or whatever.
That's how I felt when I graduated high school. I guess I would say I'd be fuck, it's over. This is over.
You felt that type of
feeling,
right?
That feeling, I was like, damn, it's over.
I'm probably never gonna hang out with any of these people again, or in that setting, or run into people. And it's crazy because it's that becomes part of who you are. Not only that, dude, I think we're just tribal. I feel like we're just tribal as humans, so it's we want to be around people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I think that always makes that whole being lonely in the quarantine and all that shit harder, because we are tribal, you know what I'm saying? But it was just cool to see everybody come together and like talk some shit, you know, and get some points across and get a woman's perspective and then get everybody's damn beliefs
out of the
or just challenged, you know what I mean? And at the same time too, and it's like sometimes I feel like we could be even a little bit insecure trying to share some stuff, and it's like you got the homies to support you through that. And it's crazy because I feel like there's a lot of people that can't share a lot of the stuff that they're going through, like in Ivani's case, because there's a lot of dudes that are like that. You know what I mean? I mean, like I say, we keep saying that he's newly single, so I think hopefully that might change. You know what I mean? But there's just people who are just built like that, you know? And I just feel like they might not be able to like share or relate with anybody or something. You know what I mean? And the fact that like we're getting it out there and people might be able to like relate with it, you know. And I mean, dude, the dude that like I was saying, there was a guy who I don't know what podcast yesterday I said it on, which was the second one or the first one, but there's a dude that hit me up and took a screenshot of the episode. It was the breakups and spiraling out of control, and he was like, dog, I spiraled out of control for like fuck, dude, like 2 years and and like it was crazy. I know he's like a family friend, you know what I mean? And you know, he's telling me like there were some blessings that came out of it, but he's like, yo, I got chills listening to that podcast. Like that shit took me right back to how things were and this and that. And dog. And he's like, and it was crazy to hear him go through it. And like he's like, I fuck with that episode and I watched the whole thing. And like he you know, he was kind of breaking it down for me. And I think even like people like that need to be on. You know, they need to share because, you know, like Ivani, you know, everybody deals with it differently. And Ivani, when he was going through it, was trying to like drown it out. And the thing about it is maybe when he's a little bit in a more stable, because with time you get in a more stable mindset, you can come back to it and get more in depth. I mean, I know Ivani did get more in depth, but I think people react to, you know, problems like that differently. And I think different perspectives and different like outlooks when you go through those things is like necessary to share because everybody's different, you know. So I think I might throw him on here too and kind of get into it because I think that dude got something to say too, you know what I mean? But it's just nice to but like I said, we all been kind of planning to do all this podcast thing, and then finally people can see that, you know, it's relatable.
Yeah.
And we're not like scientists and we're not professors, you know. We're just normal young people.
We're just talking.
Yeah, you know, just chopping it up, you know. Trying to get points across and challenging points. I love it, dog. We get wild over here. Yeah, it got pretty crazy yesterday. So basically, I was trying to hold everyone off because I do know how it gets when you get fucked up while you're podcasting. And so the first episode went really well. And then I think we were just having beers. I think I was like 2 beers deep, and then that was it. And then after that, they're like, yo, I want a shot. Well, did we take one off camera?
It's Gio that wanted the shot.
Right. Gio wanted the shot. And so he served it up, and everybody was like, yo, can you hurry up? Because I want to take this shot. And I'm like, dude, I'm charging the camera. And then I realized I can record while charging the camera. So we waited for literally an hour and a half for no reason. And I was like, well, I could just charge it while I record it. So I put it up there and I started charging it. And then we took the shot. I don't remember if we were already recording, though. I don't know. Oh, we did take one. We did. So we took one off air, and then during we took one. And then, and then we just started going at it. And I feel like the damn topics were going all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just kept going and going and going. And then it just got crazy. Yeah,
it was just getting fucking lit. But damn, yeah, that's funny, man. That was funny. That was a fun one too. And I mean, I think we were gonna just try to do a drunk one just for fun. And I would have been down, but I think I was already getting tired. I was like, if we were gonna do it, we should have done like an hour ago. Yeah, you know. But I think we might do another one. You know, because that shit's fun, low key. You know. And then what's cool too is it's funny. Like Ivani started. Turn it into a routine where like we come here, we go to the gym, we podcast, and then we drink, and then we smoke after. I don't really like smoke that much after, but it's like his little reward. You know, we gonna work, and then we're gonna kick it after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool way of setting it up.
Yeah. So and it's cool because it's productive. We're doing something, and then so it's nice. And like I said, it's cool because it's getting his mind on a more productive thing too, and we're all just trying to stay positive with it. But yeah, so that was yesterday. Today is Saturday, and Abe's, what you doing today? What you got going on today?
I'm going to the shop later on and just work on some stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. Drawing, making logos. I'll probably work on your logo.
Practice?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Abe's going to make me a logo for the podcast. I don't know if we're going to put it on a watermark or we're going to throw it on the wall. Going to be sick.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. That's cool, though. Where's your shop at? You want to tell everybody where your shop's at? Are you going to start working there soon?
Yeah, well, I'm there already, but right now, because of the quarantine, we can't really... It's undisclosed,
I see.
Just because of all that
don't show
BS.
up.
Yeah, so we're open but not open.
Got it. That makes sense. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Actually, I remember you was telling me something about... Because it was definitely a different work environment for you. And like adjusting to that, like you want to talk about how important that is? Because I know you were saying that you had a friend that was having trouble, like kind of staying in one lane or staying focused, but like you really felt the fact that having a workspace really gets your mind.
Oh yeah. Because a lot of people, like for instance, for him, he works from home, but it's hard for him to focus on finishing his work because he's at home, and with him and then plus he's like all scatterbrained, so. He won't finish this task at hand,
or multiple ones.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so I that's why I told him pretty much like, you need a place where you can work at or work from.
Yeah,
and you're not really that distracted. Your
space, right?
Yeah, so that that when you go there, it's time to work, and then not time to like just hang out.
Right.
Just BS.
Yeah. Because he'd be there with his parents and stuff, right? And all, or
no? Shit like that. Like his parents will come and like ask him for something or whatever, Like it's and then plus when you're like in your bedroom, it's pretty much just a bedroom. Like when you're in your bed, like what are you gonna do? Like
that's where
you start like looking up like YouTube or something.
Right.
And you just go into this dark part of YouTube, and you're like 2 hours in, you're like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, wasn't I doing something?
Yeah. You start going down the conspiracy theory.
Yeah. Then you're just watching like 5 Illuminati videos, and now you're like, oh, what the fuck? You got like a 5 o'clock shadow and shit.
Yeah, seriously, dark web. And shit.
Yeah. Now you're all scared. You sleep with the lights on.
No, low key, high key, bro. That'd be me and shit. Like, like looking outside, like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. You're just like,
they're watching me. No, I feel you on that, dude. I mean, I feel you on that 100%. And like at the same time too, I really believe when you live on your own, you start to live on your own. Mm-hmm. You start to create your own like laws, like your own in your brain, like what is right and what is wrong, your own environment, basically, right?
Yeah, your own code.
Right, exactly. On a lot of things, as far as because when you live in your parents' home, I'm not saying his parents have full blown control over him, but I mean where I lived, it kind of was like that. And the thing is the smallest control makes the biggest difference. You know what I mean? Because like what you want your priorities to be, and your parents' priorities want your priorities to be, is not going to be the same.
It's always going to be
and when
different.
and then when that conflicts, that starts to just like slowly over time chip away at what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? And I always felt that it was a night and day difference when I did move out, and then when I would go visit my parents for a couple days, I'm like, oh man, what the heck am I like? I need to get out of here. This isn't good for my mental or whatever, because they're not used to my priorities not being their priorities anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to meg them for that or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, even like the smallest thing that you really because dude, I mean, think about it. You live with them for so long. You they give you their code, right? And then when you move out, you slowly have to create your own.
Yeah.
And that takes a while. Like that takes a lot of like mental strength, and because let's say you start doing stuff. I mean, for me, I'm gonna just speak from my experience. Like when I started doing stuff and I moved out, I started feeling guilty because like I felt that because I wasn't doing what they thought was the right thing or what their priority was, and if I wasn't doing that first and I was neglecting that, I started feeling guilty, you know? Mm-hmm. And like it was weird because it took me a long time to get out of that. And you know, and they obviously they gave me like standards for life, you know, basically. And then you just you're supposed to take it from there, and you're not supposed to really hold those to your death, you know. You're supposed to kind of like use them and see if you can kind of create your own. And I'm just speaking for people who are like younger than us, or people who are still living at home, or people who are living at home at our age and feel like it doesn't, you know, it doesn't affect them. You know, I even got homies over in Hemet, and he was telling me, like, the thing is, he's super comfortable there. You know, they don't, you know, financially, you know what I mean? And he's telling me that he's having problems with this and that, and it's like, I know what his problem is because I've been there, and I'm telling him, like, dude, I think you need to get out of there, because his parents are pretty strict. Like he's an ethnicity where his parents are on his ass a little bit about certain things, and you know, he got a little sister there, so he has to be mindful of the parents and of the siblings and of the grandparents there, and it's like, dog, that's not. You have to. I really feel like you need to get out of that, because you know, you need to create that own environment.
Yeah, if you're trying to move forward, you gotta get away, but not in a bad way.
Right,
it's just in your own way.
No,
you know,
for sure. If you definitely want to grow,
yeah,
you know
for
what I mean?
Sure. Because if not, there's some people that do that. They stay with their parents for forever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like, that. But I mean, I don't know how many of those. I don't know numbers, you know, like how happy or how like successful they are, but
yeah,
I just know I'm pretty sure that if you moved out and started doing your own thing, you'd probably get a lot further. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and just being like comfortable because everyone pitches in for whatever, mortgage or rent or something.
Yeah, and that's facts.
You know, or you know, level up together. That could be something too. You know what I mean? Don't just live in the same house forever. You guys can, like, you know.
Yeah,
get a bigger house or some shit. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Or every year or every couple years, try to get something bigger and better. You know?
Yeah, keep trying to move up. Yeah. You
know?
No, and I feel that. I mean, we were even talking about that. You know, I was talking to Yvonne and Abe, and I was telling him, because I think even Gio and Lee were gonna just like follow his lead. You know what I mean? Yeah, because Yvonne got two other roommates. But I was telling Yvonne and Abe that we should look for a house, and we should probably just move into it. I don't really want to disclose the location just in case, but yeah, I definitely want to see if we could do that. I mean, we're all just kind of fucking on the ground when we're with it, you know, we're with it, and we're trying to move forward. But yeah, and it was crazy that you mentioned that too, because yeah, I definitely think at a certain point, like, you have to leave for the growth. You know what I mean? You have to leave. You have to experience that feeling for a reason. You know, you got to go through that. And
especially if you think differently too. Like say you don't have the same ideologies as your parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or your family.
Anymore.
Anymore.
You know?
And you're like, I just think differently than you guys. So
yeah.
And
it's crazy because and the thing is if you chill there, you're going to be getting a lot of resistance, and then that's going to cause a lot of confusion, bro. And that was happening to me too, because like I remember I wanted to do things that I wanted to do, and then I was getting a lot of resistance from my parents. And the thing is that's my base. That's my base. That's my home, you know? Yeah. And it's hard because when your base is not condoning what you're doing, and they're getting upset at what you're doing, and they're kind of, you know, now they're not like that anymore. You know, we've already gotten to a point where they really support everything I do, and I'm super grateful. And it was crazy because that just happened recently.
Oh, really?
And I saw the difference in myself as of recently, like night and day difference of how I felt about my life. And before that, I felt that they were kind of supportive. I really felt like I was really confused. There was a lot of like anxiety and stress on me. Not everybody is like me, but to a certain extent, it's going to affect you. You know what I mean? More whether you think it will or it won't. You know what I mean?
Do you think being an only child has a lot to do with that or no?
Yeah, I do. I do think that. And I think because definitely because, you know, all the intentions on you, and they want to make sure you're doing okay. I feel like every parent, no matter what, how many kids they want that for their kid. But I think, more so when you're the only child, that's what happens.
Right, like a lot more. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, because I have my brother, sister, and another sister that passed away. But yeah, like it's not. I don't think they have enough time to give everyone attention. You know,
right?
And especially when the age gaps are like so like
spread out.
It's just like.
Yeah.
They pay attention to you, but not that much.
It's not like,
they don't, like, at a point, they're like, what? I mean, all right, later.
They got to, like, spread that energy as much as they can and just keep it moving because they got work and responsibilities, too, right?
Yeah, and especially that because my parents are, like, old school Mexican, you know, so they came straight from Mexico, so
okay.
all they had time to do was work, you know?
Yeah, so they'd be, like, fend for yourself type shit?
Yeah, well, at times, you know?
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like, I guess I experienced that whole living at home situation and then trying to move out to create your own environment situation, like on the most extreme level. That when people explain to me their situation, but they have more than one sibling and their parents is not as involved with them, I kind of can hear what their stress is, or I can hear what their anxiety is coming from. And when I share it with them, they think like, nah, I don't think so. Like, I don't think that's it. But the thing is because it's so, the problem in their household is so small because I feel like they have siblings and their parents let them kind of do whatever they want. I don't think they understand, or they can tell that that's what the problem is, you know, that it's because they still live at home, you know. And one thing too that I ran into with some of my friends is the fact that they find it hard to move forward and to move up, but it's like when you're real comfortable, it's hard for you. Why do you want to move forward for it?
Yeah.
You know, why would you?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're so comfortable, you know. And it was funny because there was this girl that I follow, and she's in a relationship, and she's been in a relationship for a long time, and I can see why it's kind of hard when I gave her this advice. But the thing is you guys can experience this together. But she was telling me, honestly, look, bro, I feel like almost every year she does this. She jumps on the story, and listen, I have a lot of respect for her. She's a good friend of mine, but she jumps on the story and she's like fucking crying about two things: how to save money and how to stay on a diet, right? But she lives at home, right? And the thing is like I wanted to do everything I could to grow. I was just willing, you know. I literally lived in a room in Corona with a dude and like 5 other people that lived there. I had to like share a bathroom with like 3 people and shit, you know. And like I was just trying to see what I was supposed to do, or see what I would prefer, or see how I can save money so that I can do the things I want to do. Bro, the only way that... So me and A went to Baja Beach Fest, a year ago? Or 2019?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I know, what, 2 years ago? Huh?
Like, it was like 2 years ago?
Yeah, damn. It freaking flew, dude. I think it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So... And the only way I was able to go was because I was living in that room, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I was only paying like $600 to live there, you know?
Yeah.
And I went from living in the Marietta house to the Corona house. Yeah, and I remember like right before we left, I picked up the girl I was dating at the time, and we drove to Corona. I picked up my stuff from my room, and then I just left. And then we took the damn Toyota, but damn, that was... Oh, wait, I remember I went with her before I went with you, But see, I went 2 months in a row, but because I can afford it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was trying to see what the lifestyle that I wanted to live and what I was willing to put up with. You know, if I'm willing to live in a room, but like still do things like, you know, and but I'm willing to go through whatever I got to go through to understand that. And so for me, so she was asking for advice as to how to save money, right? And then I'm like, okay, well, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? Well, I can't because I don't even make enough, and I can't do this because I don't even make enough. But see, she's like, but then I'm still spending more money than I'm making, but I don't even make enough in the first place. And I was like, okay, well, why don't you put your back in a corner? Why don't you back yourself up in a corner so that you force yourself to learn how to manage your money? And she was like, And she was like, okay, well, how do I do that? And I'm like, well, why don't you move out? And then she's like, well, I can't afford to move out. I was like, okay, well, then why don't you move out in a room? And she's all like, no, that's too crazy. So I'm like, so you're not willing to change?
Yeah, no,
you get what I'm saying? Like, and see, listen, I'm even just kind of bringing this up because there's a lot of people that are just not willing to change, you know, and they kind of see the problem, but they kind of don't want to do it,
yeah,
you
they
know?
don't care enough to try to change
right,
it.
they're too comfortable to try to change it, you know? And the thing is if you're having the problem year after year after year after year, it's probably because of the situation you're in.
Yeah, and it's pretty much on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then you get to an age, like, you can't blame, like, your situation at a certain age, you know?
Yeah.
You're an adult at one point, and then you're in charge of everything in your life. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can't even just be like blaming other things. It's like, it's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't got enough money, it's your fault.
Yeah.
What'd you do wrong? You know what I mean?
Right. And if you can't see that year after year, like, you gotta know something's going on. You know what I mean?
You're just gonna be there. You're gonna be stuck in that same shitty place, and that can have a lot of things going on with, you know what I mean? Like, you'll get anxiety, stressed, or depressed, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we both know how, like, 5 years can double into 10 years real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit could double real quick. I know we're young, but dude, the time is flying already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the thing, bro. And I mean, I was in her position, but I didn't let the years fly that long. I didn't want it to let that fly so long because I felt like I was stuck. Like, being stuck for months for me was like, was like 10 years was like, it was like a century for me, you know? And I'm like, I don't want to do this. Like, I forced myself to do things and stuff. And I remember when I was like in Hemet and I was unhappy there, my parents told me, like, don't leave this company to try to go to a different company. And I just didn't listen to them because I'm like, listen, I feel stuck. I'm unhappy. I got to fucking get out of here. I got to do something. And so I left, and it worked out. It honestly really worked out. I got with a better company, made better money, moved into a better house, and it worked out. And so, but see, I'm willing to make the move, you know, and you got to be willing to make the move and stuff like that.
You could always do more. You know what I mean? You could always do more.
Yeah.
It's just some of us don't want to do more, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's what's hard for people to understand. Like,
yeah.
Their whole life is in their own hands. You know what I mean? Obviously, I think stuff might be predetermined. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the way you live your life is how you're gonna it's what you're gonna get out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whatever you put in is what you're gonna get out. You know?
Yeah, for sure. Do you think people have a problem with dealing with life right now because, like, our generation of people didn't have to live the last generations, right? So basically what I'm trying to say is, like, we didn't really have to live the way our parents have to live. So our experiences are different than our parents. So sometimes I feel like our parents can't really give us advice on the experiences that we're going through because they didn't live that.
Oh yeah, my parents can never give me advice, really. I mean, because my parents lived in Mexico, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they don't understand what it is over here. They were just trying to figure themselves out while they're over here, and then they had kids at the same time.
Yeah.
So their shit was all fucked up. How can I expect someone to, like, guide me through life when they're just doing it themselves, going to a whole ass new country, you know, just trying to do better.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And they were learning, so yeah, like...
Yeah, and that wasn't your path.
Yeah, like, my parents didn't tell me to, like, buy a house. You know what I mean? They didn't tell me that.
Right.
It's just what happened with me, you know what I mean? Like...
You just took it upon yourself.
Yeah, and it's like... They don't really have those advice... They don't have that type of advice. Because they just didn't live through it.
Right.
You know?
No, facts. I feel it. And that was the thing, too. And it was funny because one of my good friends... she, you know, we talk about a lot about how, you know, the nature versus nurture thing. You know, I don't know if you know about that. So basically, it's like, you know, you're raised with certain type of characteristics and personality traits, but at the same time, based off of where you grow up, your environment kind of also affects that too, like who you are when you're growing up.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture.
Yeah, for sure. So that's basically what that is. So we always talk about that scenario, like growing up with our parents and stuff. And she was telling me, like, So I was telling her, like, it was hard for me to grow up and take advice from my parents because it was hard for me to not take advice from them, but because I would take it. I took everything they said because I was like, look, I feel stuck and I feel unhappy. Like, what do you guys think? And like, they were very certain about certain things. They felt that they were, and I respected that, and I wanted to not be stuck, and I was taking it. But the thing that I started to realize was, like, it wasn't working, and I'm like, okay, this isn't working for me. So what's going on? So, but every time I was stuck, I would still continue to take their advice or ask them for new advice, and they'd kind of give me the same advice. And I mean, they were just trying to help me. That was it, you know. But what she told me that kind of made me realize was, it's hard for you not to take their advice because your parents are very successful. Yeah. So it's like, how do you think they're wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Like, you can't really like say like, nah, I don't think that's true.
Right.
But you're like, wait a minute. You guys are doing pretty good though. So maybe you're right.
Right. You know, so that's why it was hard. And I think that was partially why too. It was hard for me to be like, well, let me look at other people and then let me look at my parents. Like, maybe I should listen to them. You know what I mean? And so I think I struggle with that a lot too, you know, and it was crazy because, I mean, you know, me and my parents had a lot of dialogue a lot in the last couple of months. And I feel like, you know, that was a topic of conversation for sure with them. And it's crazy because I feel like they were kind of starting to kind of see where they understand where their advice doesn't work for me anymore. And getting that closure helps me a lot because it literally gives me the freedom to be like, okay, so now the choices that I want to make here on out are not wrong no more. They're just trial and error for me now, you know, and I don't got to worry about my parents, you know, being upset about it or feeling like I'm wasting my time because they know that I'm just living a different life than them. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, no one in their family made it to my age with no kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even my cousins, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of my cousins, some of them are married. Some of them have kids. Most of them are single. Most of them don't have kids, you know? And it's like, I don't know how, you know, and it's like, no one can direct them really, you know. No one can really like give them the type of advice that they need. But, you know, I think trying to bring awareness to that is kind of why I made this episode. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. And it's like, yo, just do you. Don't worry about what other people are saying. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see how you could easily get into that because you just want to trust people. You want to trust your parents. Yeah, you know, you want to trust the people that gave birth to you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, so I don't know. That was just something that I've been thinking about a lot since we hung out that last time, and you know, I'm just happy that everybody growing. Like I said in the podcast yesterday, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, that was a trip. How that started to turn into because, like, you know, the whole time you feel like you're wrong. You know, if you feel like you're wrong the entire time, and then finally, you know, you're just kind of like, I don't know, you don't feel, you're kind of unbound by what, you know, everybody's been telling you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro. Let's see what else we got. So I was just kind of freestyling it. I mean, I was just trying to catch up with my homie Abe. You know, it's been a while since we chilled. And I think the last time we hung out, we went on a little cruise with Fast Company. Shout out Fast Company. And then we were like partying after, and then dog, I got so trashed that night.
Really?
Yeah, bro, I got so drunk. It started getting.
Oh yeah, I think I saw the videos. You guys were just down in tequila, no?
Yeah, the Don Julio and shit. Yeah, bro, that shit was funny. That shit was crazy. Hey, how do you as far as like, so do you think after the quarantine, like, you'll probably be going back to the... Well, I mean, at the same time, your employer is with the shits. You know what I mean? Like, he like to go out. You know, isn't he social because of the type of work you guys are in?
Oh, and tattooing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Well, because what I was wondering is hold on, someone's FaceTiming me, sorry. I'm gonna just answer him real quick. Yo, motherfucker.
We podcasting.
We podding, motherfucker. Yeah, dog, we up right now. Hold on, say what's up.
What it is.
It's
you already know who it is.
It's Ivani right now. He just woke up.
Hell yeah, we live though.
Yeah, we are. What's up? What's up for today? Oh, you down? Bro, it's freaking raining outside. He's trying to go to the beach.
Hey, we can do whatever, motherfucker, but let's get it on.
Yo, high key, bro. This is, I feel good right now with the window. I feel like I'm in Hawaii right now, low key, bro. You know what I mean? With the window open, we got the breeze
Little
over
palm
here.
trees outside.
You're missing out, dog. Why'd you leave? You should spend the night.
Motherfucker, because I was like, nah, I gotta go to bed, bro. I gotta go lay in my bed.
Gotta go hit the Tempur-Pedic.
You already know.
All right, well, I'll call you after this. I'm like 30 minutes in.
Alright.
Laters.
So,
Yeah, and yeah, so Yvonne was here yesterday in that last party. Everybody was here. But yeah, so my thing was cuz I said it in a I think the second episode about somebody about the gym. Like my homegirl was like, "Yo, who's going to go back to the gyms?" Listen, I'm probably going to go back to the gyms because my home gym I can't do back. So I'm probably going to go back to the gyms, but the thing about the gyms was I was getting too caught up with the ego shit there. And I wasn't enjoying working out no more. And like right before the quarantine started, I was already like going in like 4 or 5 hours a day and just hating it. And cuz I was trying to find the shit that I liked about it, you know? And so but it's crazy because now, you know, I'm pretty sure very soon the bars are going to be opening up, the clubs are going to be opening up. But the quarantine showed me what I prefer, my preference. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that the bars and all that stuff are bad. I just know that like I'm cool. That I don't even need to go to those.
Yeah, it just kind of made me over it.
Yeah. Well, the thing is I know that I could be happy without it, so I don't even need it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I won't even won't even want to.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly.
I'm
how
like
I
more
felt.
productive without it.
Yeah,
you know, because then you gotta what is it? Like you gotta recover for a day or two, and that's another wasted day or whatever. You know, and it's like I think I'm good off that. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how do you think, do you think your routine or your life's going to go back after the quarantine? Or, like, what do you think?
I mean, busy. Obviously, I'm going to just be busy because I'm going to try to be working until I can quit my regular job just to be a tattoo artist.
Hell yeah.
Full time.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be busy. It's busy for me now, you know?
Yeah.
Like, right after here, I'm going to go to the shop. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, tomorrow, I'm going to go to the shop. You know, and then Monday to Thursday, I got my regular job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And then after those days, I go to the gym, you know?
Right.
Well, now my gym's open. But,
Oh, it is?
Yeah, shout out Metroflex.
Oh, yeah.
And then...
Shout out Metro.
and then it's open already, you know? But
Yeah.
I'm only going like 3 times a week because I don't want to just focus on only that. Because I focus a lot on the gym for a minute, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But... I mean, it does get me somewhere physically and mentally, I guess, but it doesn't really get me anywhere financially. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not making me money to go work out.
Right.
I make connections with people, because I'm a regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you meet people.
Oh, yeah,
and then
for
maybe
sure.
I could get clientele there or whatever. You just link up with people there.
Yeah.
So that's a cool thing about the gym.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Because that's
networking.
Yeah, exactly. And then, but other than that, the other 2 days, if I really do want to work out or on the weekend, I'll just do like those Pelican Bay workouts, dog.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll be doing burpees.
The burpees,
and shit.
prison workouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. That's what's up. Yeah, I know. Freaking Ivani's like, because I fool hurt his shoulder when we went out one time. I think I'm gonna put I don't have a video of him falling, but I'll put a video of him walking away or something.
Like right here, you can put it like.
He's like walking away. He's like, fuck. And he tried to sock me. He was so mad.
Really?
But he fell in the bathroom because he was drunk, and he literally like fucked.
And he fucked his shoulder up.
Yeah, he landed on it backwards, and he just went out.
Some Pineapple Express shit. You remember that scene where they fucking kick down the door? This fool fucking hits himself in the bathroom.
When Red hits his head on the sink.
On the sink.
Oh. Yeah, and pretty much something like that. And so, what's it called? When he injured it, he said he couldn't even hit his prison workouts or anything like that because he was getting like a sick pump, and he was on the diet, so he started getting nice and cut. And he's like, "Yo, I'm with this," you know. And then, and then he didn't really know how to like kind of work the injury out so he can like it can get better. So he came over here, we started hitting the weights and stuff, and then he was like benching now, so
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of worked out. Still weak though. Hey, we gonna get him up there though. But I was telling him too, like, dog, we're probably gonna have to go back to the gym just because we don't have the equipment here. We're in a garage, dog. We don't have like the facilities, like 3 plates. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But he's all like, all right, for sure. But I think we're gonna work something out where we kind of get the same gym pass and try to meet halfway or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know when the corporate gyms are gonna open up. That's probably, I don't even know.
The what?
The corporate ones? Like, I don't know when those are gonna,
Oh, well, dude, yesterday when we were when we were taking a break on this first podcast, I was going through my story and some girl, because, there's, you follow, sometimes you follow gym rats, and she was like, yo, the gyms are gonna open. So they might open this week or next week or something. Yeah. So
it's gonna be on some weird shit though. They're probably gonna have time slots and I don't know, just weird
and like
shit.
A certain amount of people
they probably
in
move
there.
Shit everywhere or something.
That's
you know what I mean?
true. Like one fucking machine every 6 feet.
Yeah, like how does that even work? You got 2 treadmills in there,
God, this is gonna be so
and one bench.
Stupid, bro. Yo, have you seen that? I saw this thing. I think it was on Instagram of like the new future. And it was like a bunch of treadmills that were
and they had
off.
The plexiglass or whatever, right?
Yeah, but they were all right next to each other. There was like 30 of them, and they had the plexiglass, in the front and on the sides.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, I was like, what are we doing here?
Coronavirus is fake. It's not real.
Probably, man.
It's not real. I mean, it's real, but it's not real. It's not as bad as they make it seem.
I believe that.
I had coronavirus in January. I survived.
Everybody had it last year. Everybody had it last year.
Everyone did. I felt like shit for like a month, so I know it was that.
I heard a bunch of people that said that too.
Yeah, don't try to fool me.
That's funny. A lot of people that said that. And I know, and you're probably right. It's probably not even gonna. Dude, I went to the mall yesterday in West Covina, and I met my mom there, and I was like, cause she was working out here in Pomona, working because she does real estate or whatever. And I got off work early. She's like, "Oh, you want to grab food?" I'm like, "I just meet me in West Covina. I was gonna get a shirt there. I didn't even get anything, but we went there, we ate, and then we're walking around, and it's like empty in there, and there's probably like 5 people in each store, and you have to wait outside until like one person goes out so you can go in. Yeah, so it's probably gonna be like that for the gym. I drove
by like was it Ross, and there's a whole like a line like circling. I'm like, what? Like for Ross,
y'all need clothes like that bad? Like what happened?
Yeah, exactly.
What were y'all doing? Like what the hell?
And then I saw like ladies just walking out with like this. Like I never even knew Ross had trash bags. You know what I mean? Like they had Ross trash bags full of
like
clothes.
The big shits, right?
Yeah, dude. I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah.
But that's also, I think I don't even know, bro. They had sold everything like half off or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe because they're like about to go out of business or something.
Yeah, maybe
right?
a lot of those stores are probably, yeah.
Well, dude, that's what I was saying when I was at the mall in West Covina, like. There was all these stores that were just closed. They were like literally like nothing there no more. Like a bunch
really?
of stores.
They took everything out?
Yeah, a lot of them were.
Damn.
Yeah. I didn't even check Vans, but I was gonna go over there, and I was like, it was literally like a 2-mile walk. I was like, all right, we're just going home. Fuck this. But I went to like Zoomies, I went to Borders, I went to these other spots.
Should have bought one of those little like stuffed animal fucking things. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
The ones that the little kids ride all the time.
Oh yeah. That shit went out of business, bro. That was like the first thing to go. You know what I'm saying? I was like the first thing to go. But man, it's crazy. Like after the the quarantine happens, like dog, like we got like little luxuries like that. Like what the hell do you even have that? You know what I mean?
I mean, it'll all be back eventually, but
yeah, it's gonna take a while to build back up.
For right now, it's like everything's gonna be pretty scarce. You know what I mean? There's not gonna be a lot of shit around.
Yeah, for real.
Which kind of sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, no, you're right. You definitely right.
I hope June's Sushi didn't close down though. Shout out to June's. I really hope it didn't, dude.
That's the homie,
huh? Place is lit. Yeah, the place is lit.
Yeah, I think the last time we went there, what was it, for your birthday?
Yeah, I think so.
And we got drunk.
Yeah, with the owner.
Yeah. Oh, no, wait. One time. No. Oh, you just keep telling me that story, though.
Yeah, maybe. And it makes, I tell it so good, it makes you feel like you're
I was there, yeah. Yeah. No, but that place was bomb because you took me there one time. I don't even know what we were doing. I think we just hit the gym and then we just
I think we just ate there after, yeah.
Yeah, and then just for no reason, we just got drunk. I don't know what we did after that, and we just kicked it, I think. I don't even know. But I know, huh?
Yeah, places like that is like the little places that you remember. Like, damn, I remember I used to go to eat right there.
Yeah.
Right now, you're thinking like, damn, is it even gonna be open?
Yeah,
like,
bro. For real. That's a trip.
Wings and Things is still open though.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh hell yeah, dog. Well, dude, it's been open throughout the whole virus, huh?
It's just takeouts.
Dog, that place is so bomb, dude. Hell yeah.
Shout out Wings and Things.
Epic Wings now.
Oh yeah, Epic Wings.
Whatever.
Yeah, they changed like 4 times.
Hey, by the way, that name sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Sucks.
Go back to
ass.
Wings and Things.
Yeah, seriously.
Epic Wings. Get the fuck out of
It's
here.
It's ass now.
Yeah.
But still bomb. Still tastes bomb, you know.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah. So I don't know. But that was just the whole quarantine thing. I mean, it's funny. My whole thing was just like I was writing some things down in a pad, and I was like basically I just didn't want to get caught up in the hype of everything's open. I just don't want to get caught in that because I feel like I will, you know, and I just want to remind myself like.
No, stay on track.
Yeah, stay on track. Listen, bro, you're like, and it's crazy because, you know, in the last podcast, I've been telling my homies, like, dude, I've been waking up and genuinely feeling happy, bro. Just 100% happy, you know? And it's crazy. It's like, how the fuck would that happen during quarantine? You know? Like, and it's happening during quarantine, and that just means, like, I don't need half the shit that I've been doing, you know?
Yeah, it made you realize it more, huh?
Yeah, you know? And so for me, like I said, I mean, that shit was a blessing for me, but I just don't want to get caught up, and I definitely think it can happen sometimes, and I just want to stay focused. You know, I want to stay focused on what we're doing and on the grind, and you know, just kind of keep trying to make money and just trying to help people with the podcast and stuff like that. But yeah, I know, and I think for me, I think I'm gonna just like I said, I was gonna try to stay away from the gyms, but I think I'm gonna just have to go, just with a different mindset, different perspective, and
yeah, just in and out. That's how because I used to just kind of like chill. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I go work out
Look
and
at
chill.
this pump,
What's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then now I'm just like in, boom, in and out.
Well, you don't even got the time now, right?
I don't. I mean, I guess during the week, I guess if I wanted to, but no, even then, like, because then I gotta go home and fucking eat and whatever, you know.
Yeah. Well, see, and even the thing, even when you were like chopping it up there, like that alone was kind of therapeutic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And kicking it with everyone else that wants to kill themselves in the gym.
Yeah,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like that shit feels good. You know what I mean? Like, and so I understand that.
Well, yeah,
you know?
that's how I fucking linked up with you again. You know what I mean? At the gym.
Oh, that's right, because we ran into each other over there in the Marietta gym, huh?
Yeah, when I was working there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. That's funny. What, when you said you were working out there, right?
I was working there at that time.
Were you really?
Yeah.
At the gym?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, when I linked up with you again, I was working there.
Oh,
it was like short, dog, like maybe 2 months. I didn't have a job.
Oh,
I got fired. Shout out to my old job. Fuck you.
Wait, where'd you work at?
And that's Escondido.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Well, because the time I saw you, you just walked in with homegirl.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh, what's up, bro? I was like, and it was funny because I wasn't even surprised that you were with a chick. I'm like, this motherfucker would be with a chick at the gym right now.
Yeah.
You know, so it was funny, but yeah, and wait, what happened after that though? That was pretty much it. But yeah, so yeah, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to go back. I don't mind it though. Like I said, I mean, I'm gonna just try to just keep it. And that's the thing, because even here, I've been learning how to adjust to just having a you know, like a short workout, because I don't even have everything, you know. And I'm just like, before I used to get worked up about it. It used to bother me that I'm not getting a full workout, you know what I'm saying? And you know, now
but it's definitely different. Like working out at home, like you're just like, fuck, I really got to motivate myself, you know? Because when you go to the gym, like
too.
The ambiance is usually what drives you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
And then, but yeah, when you're at home, you're like, fuck, like I really got to get this working, you know?
Right.
And you got to put the music or whatever, you know?
Some on, drink like 2 bangs, you know?
Damn.
And then you're home and you can't sleep now. You're just home like,
fuck. You're
Fuck.
just like staring at the wall like, fuck, man. I take melatonins. Cause fuck that. I can't.
Oh, so
I
you
drink
go to...
I drink energy drinks all fucking time. So
yeah.
I can't sleep at night, bro. So I pop some melatonin.
Damn, motherfucker.
Knocks me out. You have some crazy dreams on melatonin. Just letting you know. Yeah.
You're waking up scared.
They're very vivid. Like, no, they're not even like bad.
Oh.
They're like cool dreams sometimes.
Oh shit.
And they're like, you're like, what the fuck? Like, did I just live that right now?
Yeah.
Like that.
Whoa.
Like, it's crazy.
That's a trip. No, and I really realized that too. I started realizing that too, where I was like, because I mean, I would show up, and I mean, dude, some days the damn workout was like 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm out of here. I can't even do this. And I'm like, man, is this how I'm gonna be now? And I'm just like, I think because you're right. The whole, I think people would get you
because
motivated.
It's just energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see everyone like for the most part trying to get it in, and you're like, yeah, let's do it.
And it's funny because I could see how you could even still get caught up in that way, where you're into the ego shit, because like you let them drive you, but the thing is if you let the people around you drive you too much, then you start getting
and then you break your back trying to deadlift 600 pounds.
Yeah, bro. And yeah, exactly. Or you drop shit on your chest trying to freaking bench 315. And you haven't even hit 315 in 3 years. That'd be me over here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, that's funny.
But sometimes like it's muscle memory, dog. Sometimes because the first time I went to go back bench, I still pushed 3 plates. Yeah, and I did. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what happened, bro? Like, do these prison workouts really work like that?
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, they probably keep you up,
they kept me maintained. Because I wasn't like pumping it. You know what I mean? But I got a good. I was like, okay, that was too easy. I did not think that was gonna happen. Yeah,
damn.
The only thing that went down was like my squats.
Oh, okay.
But it was more because I didn't like the feeling was weird. Like in my joints. And like
for sure.
and my tendons, I guess. Yeah, because it was like trying to put more and more weight because I was just trying to test myself. I was like, all right, let's see how. Let's see. I haven't put 4 plates on it yet. Yeah. But that'll probably be next week or something.
Oh, okay.
Just to try it out.
Yeah, you probably get it up quick though. You know? Yeah.
But I was like, that was like, maybe these workouts they do work.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, even if you're just maintaining, right? I mean, how consistent were you with it? With the workouts?
Oh, the home workouts?
Yeah, because I definitely wasn't.
I was doing every day.
Yeah? Damn. Yeah. I definitely was not consistent with that shit, honestly, bro. I mean, I was just going through the mental shit of it, so I had to just deal with that. But, yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's good. That's
I just didn't want to get fat, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I feel
like,
you.
imagine I come out of quarantine, I look like a little bear or some shit.
I've been fat, though. That's why I'm just like, I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? No, you're right, though. You're right. And
that's why I drink Trulies, dog.
Yo, we were wondering why people bring Trulies, but you know what? You're right, dog. That's because I was like, every time we go out, motherfucker barely eats. Motherfucker drinking Trulies. It wasn't even drinking beer. I was like, that motherfucker always watching the calories and shit. You know, always watching the calories. I was like, maybe I got to get on that or something. You know, the thing about it for me is like when I'm eating carbs and stuff, it's hard for me because my body starts craving it. I can't. I always have to like reduce the carbs in order if I want to stop eating more. You know, because the carbs what makes you crave it more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But yeah, man, I know. And the thing too is, it's like, cause I don't know. And it's like, I don't even know if I can even work out with Abe now no more.
But I'm not even that bad because this guy, he's calling me again. But this guy, he's really bad about that stuff. Like,
oh, really,
bro? Like,
but he's so goddamn chiseled.
Yeah, but exactly. But he's so anal about like when you go to eat and stuff.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like way worse.
And
than
he'll
me.
probably make you feel bad about it, low key.
Yeah, like
he would.
Like it's such a hassle. Like we'll go to somewhere to eat, and then he's like, "What is?" He goes, "This is his thing every single time. What has the most protein or meat?" He'll say, "For the least amount of money." And then he says that every single time, and I'm just like, I used to roast him and be like, "What the fuck, bro? You just pretty much asking him how can I fuck you over? You know what I mean? How can I scheme you? You know what I mean?
How can I hustle you?"
Yeah,
that's funny, dude.
And then people, I mean, he always does that. It's funny though.
That's hilarious, man.
That's like, going out with that, he spends like hella money because he'll be like double meat every time.
Damn.
Imagine you go to Chipotle, get double meat. That's an extra $4 maybe.
Damn,
that's like 3 something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, that's a problem.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Meal prep or something. I don't know.
Yeah, or something. That's the thing. And I don't even know. Is he? Yeah, that's funny. That's crazy, dog. I mean, and not only that.
No, I respect it though.
But I feel like but you're right, because I feel like if you're going out all the time, like that meat's processed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I guess it depends on your body type, but my body doesn't. I could eat as much meat like eating out, and it's like if I'm eating bad because it's so processed, and like processed food does not work well with my body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I gotta eat clean if I want to look clean. I can't cheat and shit. You know, that motherfucker look good though.
Yeah,
huge as fuck.
Yeah, small but huge.
Facts. All right, we'll probably wrap it up here. We almost got an hour here, but I know you got to take off. You got to go work, and then I got to clean up this place because we literally just got done partying last night.
Yeah, it looks fine right here, but
yeah, it looks fine on the table, but we got the mess all over the place, and
there's a dead midget over there.
And fucking yeah, I don't even know what I'm doing today. I think this was saying want to go to the beach. It's fucking raining outside.
I don't think he looked outside the window yet.
Yeah, probably not. He literally called me in bed.
Yeah,
Ivani
so he probably didn't even look outside.
Yeah, he's probably just like, dude. And then we were even saying that in the last in one of the podcasts. He's like, I'm needy. Like, yeah, motherfucker, you fuck FaceTime me if your girl don't answer him. You know, what are you doing? Like, give you some attention. You know, so I don't know what we're gonna do. He said he want to go off roading or go to the beach. The beach kind of sounds cool. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Fools left a damn freaking blunt right there. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Well, maybe we'll figure it out. We're gonna have a nice little Saturday, and when it rains, that's like my favorite weather too. You know what I'm saying?
Like this, yeah, not super rainy.
I love the rain. You know, but I mean, even when it's gloomy like this, it's nice too. I like it, so it's cool. You know, but all right, guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. See you in the next one. Later.